Remember going downtown in the 1960s, seeing Murphy's, McRory's, and Penny's on Market Street? When hitting downtown was a family affair everyone was part of. Well, photographers David Farrell and Harry Barnett captured this scene, and now a local resident is sharing their work, reminding us what makes this home. Former Parkersburg resident Dan Kemper has spent the last 5 years bringing the history of Parkersburg alive.
I was given permission to digitize 2 Parkersburg photographers' life's work, basically. One was David Farrell, who's my uncle, and the other, probably his best friend, was Harry Barnett, who was a freelance photographer in Parkersburg for an equal amount of years. They started probably in the mid-50s. They, for some reason, saved all of their film. I asked the family if I could have it to digitize it, and that's when it started.
At least 2 hours a day, Kemper looks through never-before-seen film at his home or the Wood County Library.
I put them on this light box and see if there's anything in this film that's usable or something somebody might be even interested in. And so I take that film then and position it somewhere on the scanner up here, and we begin scanning. Literally have scanned, I would bet you, 3,000 to 5,000 of these films.
He admits he spends too much time on the project, but says he's not in it for himself.
The joy of this, the thing that really gets me going, is when I find an old photograph with people in it, and somebody will see it and say, that's my dad, or that's my uncle, or somebody evokes some positive memory, and they're just elated to see these old photographs.
Do you remember the prescription shop?
Sure, right there.
Do you? Yeah, that where the Red
I've
Cross
got pictures of it.
That was my father's.
That was her dad.
I have pictures of that shop.
Oh my gosh, really?
I surely do.
Where can you see more pictures?
Kemper posts the photos he scans to a Facebook group called Early Parkersburg and Surrounding Area, run by historian Roger Mackey.
The first day, there's over 700 people joined it. After the first week, there were 1,500, and now there's over 21,000.
A clock repairman for over 50 years, Mackey also collects and posts old photos of varying topics.
Dan was a member of my group, and I didn't know Dan or any of them people, for Facebook. Then one day, Dan came in and introduced himself, and he brought a book in and let me scan it. And then he stopped by all the time like that, and we got to be good friends. And
where nostalgia meets history, people in the group often express their appreciation for Kemper's contributions.
If it wasn't for people like Dan, them pictures right there would have probably never got redeveloped. Nobody ever knew anything about them.
I'm the guy 100 years from now, some historian's going to stumble onto this trove, and they're really going to appreciate it. Right. And I kind of look forward to that day that can see Parkersburg as it was in the 50s and 60s and 70s, 80s, because we've recorded it.
But we're keeping history alive.
Tune in next week where we follow Dan downtown as he compares Parkersburg then and now.